Hey, hey, Blue Table fans! I'm here with Cameron. Look at him, so confident.
Really.
As well he should be. Yeah, it's a facade. So anyway, we're going to play Mangled Metal, but we've decided to alter the rules to that a little bit. We are going to allow units and solos, but the object of the game is to kill the enemy's Warjacks or War Beasts, or the Warcaster Warlock, his leader, basically. Now, you may think pretty much I'm undefeatable at this point, but taking a look at Cameron's army, you'll see that there's a lot of stuff that's really going to give me headaches in this force. So why don't you tell us all about it? What do you got?
Okay, I'm taking just classic good old Thagrosh the Prophet. Right. Carnivian, Rake, Nephilim Soldier, and a Shredder are his battle group.
Right.
And he's pretty much just for damage, soaking up.
Right.
And I've got a nice Shepherd to manage the flock. Got some nice Striders, which are fantastic with their unit attachment, and then Warmongers and the Warmonger Solo.
What does their unit attachment give them?
Gives them Hunter, so they ignore forests.
Okay.
And
nice.
What else was it?
Something like that.
Reform.
Okay.
So after their action, they can move 3 inches again.
Oh, that's fantastic. That allows them to go up, shoot, and then move back.
Right.
Well, and that's really good with their ability of stealth.
Yeah.
Which is, and there's the problem I'm going to have with this army. Whoops. Yeah. Is that the Carnivian can move 6 inches and do a 10-inch spray. Mm-hmm. So I can't just do my trick where I'm just pulsing the Carnivian out of the way, just to get rid of a threat and deal with the other things. The Rayek has stealth, and the Striders have stealth too. Right. And that means I cannot hold back. I'm going to have to go up and try and pound on them. And I think it's going to be tougher than you might think. But we'll see. We'll see how Cameron deploys. And let's look at my force. I've actually changed it up a little bit since I think last time I said what was in it. Still taking the archers. I'm taking a Griffin and a Dawn Guard Skyear. So this is my new thing I'm trying. I'm trying a duo here, a battle duo, a Light Jack and a Jack Marshal. And I'll see if that's any good. Taking my Phoenix. He has a flame attack, which would be actually really good against light infantry like Striders. So yeah, it might not be as tough as you think. It really depends on who impacts what creature at which time. So off we go. Okay, let's take a look at the board. It's pretty much what you see is what you get. This is difficult terrain, just this little edge here if you wanted to charge or move over that for some reason. Impassable, obviously. These are difficult, so basically, although it's tempting to do them as obstacles, I'm not familiar with the rules and we're not going to complicate it. So really it'll just penalize you an inch to get over these things.
You could just move over it.
Yeah, you just move over it, yeah.
If it's less than an inch.
Okay, go explain that.
Okay, since it's just under an inch tall and it's less than an inch wide,
right,
you can move over it without any penalty, but
okay,
it'll still give you cover.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good feature. And we're doing these as forests. And as many of you know, I'm a big fan of non-traditional forests. Like this is a tree, quote unquote. Isn't that lovely? So I think that pretty much covers it. We're doing these as difficult terrain in case that comes into play. We're actually going above 4 feet on this board. 4 foot mark would be right about there, but we're just going to allow whatever happens. If we go over there, we go over there. So alright, let's roll for option to go first. Claim a table edge and go first. I rolled a 1. Oh. And Cameron also rolls a 1. 6 and 6. Haha! It's a bizarre omen. There we go. 3 versus 5. So what's it going to be? Deploy first, go first, or deploy second, go second?
Deploy second.
Alright, away I go. Alright, let's take a look at Retribution deployment. I have a Griffin Light Warjack. This is his Jack Marshal, a Dawn Guard Skyear. I'm just using a Dawn Guard figure for that. Shail Battle Mages, Sentinels, Chimera, Stormfall Archers right up the middle, Ron, Phoenix, Shail Battle Mages, and a Ghost Sniper. And basically, if you look at the board this way, you'll see that the forests, 1, 2, 3 of them, really are kind of just on my side of the table. So I intend on taking advantage of that, as you know, as we're likely to meet more or less in the middle. I'm hoping the forest will work to my advantage. We'll see if that actually turns out. I have a number of models with Pathfinder. Off the top of my head, actually I only have 2, the Ghost Sniper, and oddly the Griffin Light Warjack also has Pathfinder. He has like anti-grav boosters, and that's what he does. So I guess we'll see how Legion deploys. Hey, while Cameron's setting up, let me jab at you about how much I love my Retribution army. Love how they look, love how they play. They're loads and loads and loads and loads of fun. Oh, look at him deploying. I gotta tell you, this is spectacular terrain, fully painted armies. It's just a great feeling. What a neat thing. Oh, those Ogrins are going to be so tough to deal with. In fact, let's take a look at some of Cameron's stuff. Guy, I forgot his name for a second there. Now, the problem with the Carnivian is that he can move 6 inches. It's about that far, right, where my thumb is. And then he can spray 10 inches as a ranged attack. So he has a threat range of about 16 inches. So just sitting there, he can hit something right up near the edge of the board here. Because he's 10 inches up, that's the deployment zone. So, and the Rayek's an interesting creature. He has reach with one of his attacks, that's a tail attack. The other one's a bite. And it has stealth. Stealth in a war beast is really, really unusual. Stealth means you can't be targeted by ranged or magic attacks from something that's over 5 inches away. You can still be charged, but the Rayek can also do a leap, which means after he moves he can jump 5 inches, and that can go even over intervening models. And that he has reach gives him really quite a threat range. I think his base move is 6, so that's 6. With a 5-inch leap, that's 11.
7.
7?
7.
Speed 7, wowzers. Yeah, so definitely a very fast army. This will be way different than playing Khador. And yeah, that's a bad place for me for the Striders. Because the enemy of the Striders is the Stormfall Archers, really. It's going to be archers on archers. And that's a toughie. What's their range?
12?
I'm thinking 12 as well, yeah. So, wow, that is just going to be so difficult because you cannot outrange those guys. Also, Thagrosh's feat is he can bring a heavy war beast back to life that's been killed already.
Yeah.
So that's the trick. As much as I want to kill the Carnivian, I must not kill the Carnivian. My best bet is to reduce the Carnivian by getting him down to like 1 box.
Right.
So he's basically ineffectual. So we shall see. We shall see how it goes. Yeah, for me, this is a really bad matchup because these guys versus the Striders would have been a good matchup. Archers against them. The Dawn Guard can shred anything that they come into contact with. However, this is interesting if... well, actually, I'm not faster. Because if I can close this gap and basically roll the flank, effectively, is what that is. But quite frankly, I think it's going to be easier said than done because Cameron's creatures are so fast and maneuverable. And like the Rayek, with the leap ability, he could move up here and jump over that. Absolutely fantastic. Don't see people using them much. I guess we'll find out this game if they're any good. So on we go to the first turn, and that's me. So are you set up, sir?
I am.
All right, I'm ready to go. All right, turn 1, Retribution, movement phase. I'm activating the Griffin Light Warjack. His movement is 6. Jack Marshall's going to make him run. He's not affected by terrain, so I'm just going to zip right up here like that. Jack Marshall's going to go next. That's the Dawn Guard Skyear. His movement is 10, so I'm going to move him up this wise. Move my Battle Mages, give them a command to run. And they're just going to move up 12. Wow, they're speedy little guys. Is that right? Yep, I'm not moving them up too far.
Alright.
All right. Now the Dawn Guard, they have a movement of 5. They're going to also receive the order to run. Going to move them up this wise. Keep them in base to base for some extra armor. I think I'm out of range of most ranged attacks, if not all. I really haven't read up that much on Cameron's army, so we'll see if I'm going to pay for that. By the way, I assigned 1 focus each. Oh, at the beginning of the turn, here comes a fudge. I'm going to use Apparition. This should have been at the beginning, just to move him up like that, 2 inches. And anyway, let's continue with the Sentinels. I think we end up a little something like that. Stormfall Archers, I don't know how this affects right here. How do we want to handle that? That's like 3 inches, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not get above it?
Yeah, technically in the book, anything over an inch you can't.
You just
You
can't
can
get
deal
over
with,
it.
yeah.
Well, that was really not a very good deployment for them. But I think I can run around and get back into formation. Stormfall Archers have a movement of 5. So I'm going to go ahead. Let me think here. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Alright, they're just going to zip around like this. That guy goes there. This guy's having a little bit more of a problem, so we're going to end up something like this. A little line like that. Probably should have ran my Phoenix first, so I'm going to use the Force. Use a focus point to run the Phoenix. He has a 12-inch range, so he moves up like that. I'm going to go ahead and run the Chimera. And Chimera has a movement of 6 as well, so that gives him an amazing movement of thuswise. Using a focus for that. And now I'm going to activate Ron. He's just going to make a normal advance. And I'm going to go ahead and start using Telekinesis. I'm going to use it 3 times to move 3 things. So that's 2 each, so that's 6 focus. And how do I want to redeploy these guys? I think I'm just going to manipulate the Stormfall Archers like this. That's 3 of them. Move the Battle Mages up. Now this is interesting. I actually think that I would be better off not flying over this way and trying to confront that whole morass, but rather just kind of keeping it straight up the middle. But the problem is the Carnivian, his threat range is he can move 6, and so if I move up, that Carnivian is going to start causing a problem right on turn 1. Of course, then I can just kind of toss him aside, but I'd suffer basically the same effect each time. So I think it's time to start spreading out my battle mages here. So let's go ahead, and their movement is 6, so they're going to give the order to run, and I'm just going to get them up here like this. Ghost Sniper, he's going to do the opposite. He's going to run, and he's going to go 12 inches this way. And create a problem of himself. Come get me, or let me be. Divert resources. Okay, I don't have any shooting or other effects, so it's your turn. Isn't that funny? Like it was my shooting phase, right? When in reality everything had ended its activation, so that was it. That was all that they could do this turn. So away goes Cameron.
Alrighty.
So let me tell you some downsides here. This is not too good because I've congested against some difficult terrain there. That'll make it a little harder to charge through there if Cameron makes an aggressive move. Because the Ogrins, they have probably at least 5 inches of movement, so they can get up to about there. But they also pack a lot of punch on a relatively short frontage and have reach. So that'll be kind of an unequal combat there. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. What I'm trying to do is basically make an unequal meeting of forces by bringing my army over this way and trying to hit him from that direction, rather than just going straight across the board all the way. But we'll see. Quite frankly, I think the Rayek and the Striders move so fast that they'll just be in the combat by the second turn no matter what I do. Hey, I was wondering if maybe you would like a man's tape measure?
Oh, this is perfect. Look at that. Look what you can do with this.
All
Bam.
right.
Adaptable.
You don't want that little sissy tape measure. You want a man's tape measure. Anybody want to get points for the movie reference? All right, so here goes Cameron. Let's take a look at where he's moving. So I'm going to estimate about 12 inches distance here. So with reach, those Ogrins might be there next turn, but I think Cameron's in for a nasty surprise. He's moved up the Shepherd as a helper. What does the Shepherd do anyway?
He controls beasts. He can take Fury off or on a beast or
Oh,
heal
okay.
it.
He's like a
or
little
force
helper
it.
guy, like all races have. Nephilim Soldier. Now the thing with the Nephilim Soldier is he can just fly right up here. So that is not necessarily a very good defense for me. And look at how close that Carnivian is. And really, Cameron has every motivation just to throw that Carnivian away.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, deal with the Carnivian, kill it, and I will just, you know, bring it back. So my objective is to almost kill the Carnivian. I gotta be real careful with that.
Okay.
So, you're doing Thagrosh now?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
So he's gonna move up.
So yeah, the Carnivian is a problem. If I do nothing, he's going to run up, use his spray attack, knock out a bunch of my guys. Look how close they're bunched together. But I'll take care of that, you know. But the spray attack would be a full strength even if I do knock the Carnivian down to 1 hit point. Last I checked. Well, I could destroy his spirit, and then he couldn't be forced. So
Right.
that would be a downside,
Okay.
I guess. So
Thagrosh
Thagrosh.
is gonna cast Fog of War.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that. Okay, so what do we got here?
Okay.
Ooh, let's use different counters. Okay, so Thagrosh put Draconian Blessing on the Carnivian. That gives him +2 strength and terror. And he did Fog of War, which gives pretty much everything on the board, on the Legion side at least, concealment, which will be very, very, very handy. Very handy.
Okay.
Alright, we're done with Legion turn 1, bottom of the first. Here's what happened. Already explained that. All the models with stealth basically moved up in a line, so we're going to see what happens here. That ought to be interesting. And by interesting, I mean he's going to get killed in one shot hideously. Well, we have 2 models types both with stealth kind of dancing around each other here, so we're going to see what happens with that. And this is supremely interesting. Let me just tell you what I'm thinking here. Here, go ahead. All right, a couple of things are occurring to me. One is, first off, you can control your guys. You can measure his command range at any time. And if I'm understanding right, there's no reason why you can't get estimates of distances by doing that. I saw in a tournament game where, you know, it was like no apparent reason, but that's it. So as a house rule, we're kind of allowing it. So by swishing this, like so, there's something interesting here with the Rayek going on. Let me tell you what it is. This Battle Mage might just be able to get up here and inside the 5 inches and pull that Rayek an average of 2 inches. It's a long shot, but I'd be willing to basically blow that one guy up doing that. Would you get concealment if I were going through this forest, even though you're out of it and I'm in it? Do we have any idea
You can only
how
see
that
through
works?
3 inches of forest.
3 inches of forest, so that's a toughie. I'd probably go direct and then there, but you wouldn't get cover because you aren't actually in the forest. Is that how that works?
Right. I get
You know,
concealment from him,
right.
from Fog of War, but that's it.
So you wouldn't get it additionally then. All right.
No.
Well, so anyway, pull that guy up and give him the beat down. The other idea I had was, why not just pull the Carnivian up and basically, you know, basically just kill him twice. Just get it over with. Quit beating around the bush. just nail the Carnivian hideously. Make sure the rest of my guys are safe, quote unquote. And because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go fishing over here too. I'm going to move these guys up all sneakily, zip these guys around as a threat, and basically fish out a couple of these ogre. Where's the leader guy? It's that guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fish him out. See if I can't get him like over here. Bring the Dawn Guard into the forest. Just advance them. Nail that guy. Maybe even two of them. And just be kind of out of range of the counter charge next turn. But I'd have to be really quite far away because their movement is, I'm going to say 5,
Yeah,
maybe 6.
it's 5.
Okay, 5. So that means their threat range is 8 inches with reach is 10 inches. So if I'm 11 inches away, guess what they can do? Jack. Unless Thagrosh has some kind of thing that gives them extra movement. I don't think he does. Does he? Yeah, no help is forthcoming from that quarter. So basically, I'm thinking the Phoenix can just beat down the Carnivian this turn, and it'll be an absolute wretched hideousness. And it's a toughie. Well, top of the round, going to use Apparition on the Chimera. And I don't know what I want to do with that, if anything. I think he's kind of good right where he is. So I'm going to just back him up a tad. Blink. There you go. You know what? I take that back. I'm going to move him. And in a tournament game I saw, they actually did their pieces like chess pieces. When they took their hand off, that was it.
Huh.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
But I'm too much of a fan of the fudge to...
Oh yeah, you gotta love the fudge.
yeah, to do that. All right, so I'm going to see how this goes first. So we're going to activate. We're going to activate this unit here. Oh, you know what? No.
Allocate focus?
This is the turn. Yes, that I actually play it right. Thank you very much. Well, the Phoenix needs to put some hurt on the Carnivian when I pull him up into range there. So I'm going to allocate 3 focus to the Phoenix. And, I'm putting this out here on the board. Most people actually put it on the card, so you guys can see it a little bit better. And I'm going to allocate 1 to the Chimera. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. Well, the Dawn Guard, guy, they could spread out too. The Chimera is really there as an arc node. So go ahead and stop. Well planned. Yeah, that is the weird thing, is that guys can be, if the guy's command is 9 inches, which this guy, for example, this guy has a command of 9, that gives a 9-inch radius around him where, like, his guys could be anywhere in there in their incoherency. They can be completely spread out. So that's kind of weird. So anyway, and this is the leader here, and his command is 9. So, all right, well, I'm going to do my little trick and see if it works. I'm going to move this guy 6. I bet I am within range. Oh, no. I'm in rough terrain. I just screwed myself. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's half movement.
Yeah.
5, 4, 5.
Yeah, well, I'm 2 inches in, so I'd be moving up 5. So, well, I can still shoot the thing that I want to shoot. So that's what I'm going to do. Because what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to fish the Carnivian. Oh, that's nice. I'm trying to fish the Carnivian basically over here. And so ideally the Phoenix can just walk up and pound him hideously, I might add. Really without, well, a charge would actually be nice, but you have to spend a focus to charge, and the only advantage of charging is you get an extra dice on your attack roll, right?
Damage.
Damage roll, that's what I meant.
Boosted damage.
But you could just use that focus to boost the damage, too. So there's that. So anyway, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and move my battle mages then, just kind of get the rest of them going, even though they may hideously die next turn. Hideously. Did I mention hideously?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'm going to have to sweep up around here. And we're just going to go like that. We're going to go like that. And oh, crap! I was going to use Ron's feet this turn. But, oh well, didn't say it. So here we go with shooting. They're all 10 inches, so they're all within range of the Carnivian. So I have to carefully do this, because you can actually curve someone around, I've noticed, by doing this right. Like you move them this way, this way, this way, and then you activate these guys and you move them up, right up the stair. You can just walk them right up the steps. So just going to fudge that a tad to make sure I have enough room for his base to get through, and ultimately he needs to move. And in fact, I may just go like that. So, and in fact, that guy doesn't really even have line of sight at all. So I'm just going to keep
He
him
may
down here.
eventually.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. Thank you. All right, and this, folks, is what's called not playing the game very well. So it's the Carnivian's defense.
11 plus 2 for
It's
concealment.
13. So that is really bad for me because my magic attack is only 6, so I need a 7 or higher to hit. Actually, I'll do it. So what's his armor? 18?
Right. 18.
Okay, so this guy first. That's a hit. So pulled D3 inches. That's 1 inch. So let's drag him a little bit at a time. And the damage is nothing. Next guy, going to shoot this guy. 10-inch range. We already checked the range. That's a hit with a 9. Moves him D3 inches. 3 inches. Come closer, my little beastie. Come closer. Okay, and here's the damage from that. 17, so that's nothing. Okay, this guy, I'm going to... Yeah, this could be bad. He's going to hit. Oh, and he is knocked down.
Oh, really?
So, yep, on a critical hit, he's knocked down.
Dang.
Yeah. So we'll get a little marker for that. And here's the damage is nothing. So now I'm just rolling to hit and damage for the last two. I need an 8. Misses. Last guy. He hits, and the damage is 16. That doesn't get through. So that's actually less than ideal because it puts the burden on the the Phoenix to actually kill that guy, and so this may be less than desirable. The question is, should I shoot the archers at him to soften him up first? And the answer is a resounding yes.
Yes.
So let's see. Brutal shot, additional die of damage on a hit. Plus 4-inch range, or fire continuous effect. The problem is their ranged attack is a whopping 5, which
really?
means I'll need 8s to hit them. Yeah, they're really pathetic. But they do get the template, is kind of the big deal. So if anything, I might hit my own guys with the template. So it really may not be a very good idea to
I still think it's a good idea.
do that guy. Do you?
In fact, I think it's a better idea
Yeah,
now
because
than
you
I did
have
originally.
30 damage, right? I have to do 28 damage to the Carnivian, getting through 18 armor. So, and quite frankly, the Phoenix is unlikely to be able to dish all of that out completely. So what I really should have been doing that whole time is I should have done Ron first and used the feet this turn. That was a really big mistake on my part, and we'll see if I pay for that. But I will take that extra damage roll because they do have 12 damage, and I really just do have to do everything on this guy because I was hoping these guys could come over and maybe do a little assist if I was able to move them all the way up, but that is clearly not going to happen now. So anyway, so let's go ahead and do the Stormfall Archers. Let's activate them. We'll start by moving. Move here. They'll definitely be within range, so I just need a little gap. And we'll move these guys down. Where's my commander? One guy's always different.
Did you just move him?
I don't know. You have to figure out who's different.
I think you just moved
I
him.
think it's the bald guy.
This guy? No, is there only one guy's bald? No, there's 2 that are bald. Dang it. Are we recording this?
Oh, yeah.
Are you,
You've gotta
are you
record
actually
this.
on?
Yeah.
Are you drifting? Okay,
Oh, I always
so
drift.
here comes the shots. His defense is 13. My rat is 5, which would sound very odd if I said that sentence all by itself. And I have plenty of range, so I need 8s. So we'll just do them one at a time. Whatever the order is doesn't matter. And I'm going to do brutal shot, which is extra die of damage. 8 to hit, miss. 8 to hit, miss. 8 to hit, miss. 8 to hit. There's a hit.
No, wait, these are AoE?
Oh yes, they are.
So each one deviates.
Oh wow, that's bad for me. Okay, here we go. Where's the thing? Here, I'll take this. Thank you very much. All right, we need 2 different colored dice. Rin, would you mind? Grab another dice. So we'll do this guy first because I was kind of going that way, at least in my mind. So here's the direction. 5, that's that way. And the distance is... I'm sorry, am I doing this wrong?
Yeah, you flick the target. towards where they
target,
should
my
be.
bad. Ah, that's towards me. 3 inches. So that's probably going to hit my own guy, but probably not directly, which will mean it'll do nothing. I got it. Yeah, get your little tape measure out of there.
Hey, it's quicker, huh?
Yeah, nothing's
Apparently.
under the hole, so these guys aren't affected by area of effect attacks. So,
Oh.
yeah, I know. So black dice is distance. So a 2, that's that way, 3 inches, and that doesn't hit anything. And this, oh, we should have done it a different way. Well, yeah, it would
Either
have been
way, it
that
wouldn't have
way.
hit
All right,
anything.
so now this guy, black die is distance, so 6 inches to the 5. Oh wow, that may actually directly hit that guy. So let's do this right. The answer is yes, it does directly hit him. So it's damage 12. Yeah, he obliterates his own buddy. All right, and then the last one in which I hit is what? What did I do wrong?
I'm not defense 13.
What are you?
I'm knocked down.
Oh, you're knocked down. That's
I'm
right. How
defense
many of those
5
would have hit?
Plus 2
Is
is
7. Those would have all hit. None of them were
Ooh.
doubles.
Dang it.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, that was very sportsmanlike of
Well,
you,
you
sir.
know.
Oh wait, this guy was here. As I move him back there out of
Yeah.
threat range.
I actually thought Cameron was a jerk about it.
How dare you help him that way?
By the way, folks. Here, up. All right, now on Brig. Okay. To know Brig is to love him. You just have to kind of know him the right way. And yeah, takes a little getting used to. It took me about a month, actually. But
you
he's
stopped
really
hating him.
he's really quite brilliant. No, I'd have to stop. I'd have to kind of freeze, and I'd just be like, "Is he serious?" Because his wit, his humor, dare I say, is so dry, so bone dry, you can just barely tell that it's there. Did I just diss you? I think I did. I didn't mean to. I was meaning to pay a compliment, but obviously not very well. My wit is so dull. All right, here comes the pain. Attack number 1 is extra damage dice, so 12 plus 8 is 20, so that's 2 damage to the... Oh, here's a pen. Okay, here's not
Ooh.
a pen.
Here we go.
Got it? Okay. Show marking off the back boxes. Location is 1. Okay, second of the attacks is... Oh, what am I doing? 4 dice. Okay, 12 plus 9 is 21 to the 6. Okay, third attack is nothing. 12, actually it's 19 to the 1 damage.
Aw.
And then the last one, let's go for a good roll this time. There we go. 24, 25 to the 4. So that'll be 7 damage to the 4. So what did I do? Like 11 damage? So it's 11 down,
7
18
damage to
to
the
go,
4.
something like that. And I can definitely do that with the Phoenix.
Yikes.
Oh, that's why I wanted to charge. I wanted to charge so that I could get an extra dice of damage. Because you can boost it and have the charge.
No.
You can't boost a charge
No, it's
now?
already boosted.
Auto boosted.
Auto
All
boosted,
right, my bad.
You only have to roll 3.
There you go. Okay. So, that's them. Let's go ahead and just activate the Phoenix. So here it comes. Quite simply, I'm just going to... Oh, are you kidding me?
This is awesome.
You know what? We're going to glue that on. Alright, the Phoenix, just going to advance like that. He has a 2-inch reach. Maybe we can get like a little dice or something under there, just to hold him up a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I got it. Rin's too slow.
Always.
Okay. Alright. So here we go. Ready? Your defense is 7, so I'm not going to bother boosting. I'm just going to boost damage and get extra attacks. This also does critical fire, and I don't know what that does. So here it comes. This is to hit. That's a hit. Anything but double ones. I'm going to spend 1 of the 3 to boost it. So that's 3 dice of damage. Whoops. This is the fist, that's 13. Plus 11, so that's 24 to the 3. Yeah, and I very well may not kill him this turn. Which would be super bad. Alright, here we go.
How many more attacks do you have?
I have one. I have 3 total. So here comes the second attack, which is the sword. I shouldn't have boosted the fist. That hits. Here's the damage. I'm going to boost it. Oh, crud. So 17 plus 6 is 23 to the 5. Oh, and you are on... Oh, no, wait.
That's on the hit.
It's on the hit roll, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to keep better track of that. Okay. And then I'm going to buy an extra attack with the sword. Oh, crud, I'm not going to kill him, am I?
He's
How close am I?
like 5 or 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay,
7.
here's the hit. That's definitely a hit. And here comes the damage. 17. There it is.
Oh,
17 plus 12 is 29. To the, well, I think there's only that many left.
right.
Not sure, though. Could be
Let's
close.
see.
Actually, if he's stationary and I don't kill him this turn, that is actually
Yeah, he's
better.
dead.
Okay, blam. So I blew up the Carnivian. All right. Let's go ahead and stop while I...